Now, before I begin today, I want to share something very personal with you. The name Telltale Tarot did not come to me as a brand, it came to me as a realization that every tarot card is not standing alone as a message. It is a part of a living, breathing tale. And over the years, the tarot has not only helped me read for others, it has helped me define, redefine, draft, and sometimes completely rewrite my own story. So when I say tell a tale, it is not just about telling a story, it is about crafting one consciously, gently, honestly. And that, my dear, is exactly what we are stepping into today. Because until now, we have met a stranger, we have named a stranger, and we have also described the stranger. We have felt the stranger, but today we allow the stranger to move. We allow the stranger to live and breathe. Hello, my lovelies. A warm namaste and greetings from Chandra, your friendly neighborhood tarot advisor. We have named our stranger, we have described it, but it looks like or feels. But a card is not just a picture on paper, my dear. It is a doorway. And today I want you to look at your personal stranger card. Remember the one that we chose in step 0? And imagine that it is a frozen frame in a film. Now, if you were to reach out and press play, what happens next? Who moves? Where do they go? What shifts? What is the sound in the air? What is unsaid but deeply present? Welcome to step 4, the story, or as I would like to call it, the tale. Now, you remember Priya from our last session? I'm sure you do. The one who felt that tightening in her chest when she saw the Eight of Swords. We had repeatedly identified the emotions. We knew that there was restriction, but we did not yet know the story behind that feeling. So I asked her something very simple. I said, Priya, um, why don't we just skip and look beyond the meanings? Look at her. Look at this stranger standing in front of you. How did she get here? And then I paused and I let her sit with it, sit with the imagery in the card. Did she walk into those swords or did she wake up and find herself there? Now, this is important because this is the exact moment where tarot shifts. Priya leaned back, her eyes softened, and she stopped trying to answer correctly and she started observing. And then she said something while still looking at the card that I will never forget. She said she walked there, Chandra. She went there because she thought it was the only way to be safe by staying still. And in that moment, the card stopped being a card. The stranger stopped being distant. It became her. She realized the blindfold was not tied tightly. She was holding her own eyes shut. And that is the power of the story, my dear. That is what we talk about in this video. Because the moment the card becomes a tale, the solution becomes the movement. She did not need me to predict her future. She needed to see the exact next scene. Now, here is the shift I want you to understand very clearly. Most people treat tarot like a dictionary. They look for identifications, they look for definitions, and they want meanings. But life does not happen in definitions, does it? Life happens in stories, in sequences, in moments that built into something larger than all of us put together. And when you begin to read tarot through that lens of a story, you perform what I call a narrative pivot. You stop asking, what does this mean? And you begin to ask, what is happening here? So if you're looking at something like the Three of Cups, let's say, don't just settle for the word celebration. This is not enough, right? You ask yourself, is this a reunion after years of silence? Is this the beginning of something new or the culmination of something old? Now, because the story you see is often the story you are living, your intuition is not something mystical and far away. It is simply your ability to recognize a pattern, a narrative, a truth when you see it. And this brings me back to something very important that I want to say and remind you at this stage. Even though we are walking through these steps one by one, There is no rigid order in which tarot works. In Mary's word, these are ways, not rules. You may use one, you may use three, sometimes just one way is enough. And sometimes you may find yourself drawing from multiple ways at once. This is not a checklist, this is a toolkit. Just like a good cooking is not about following a recipe word for word, a good tarot is not about following meanings mechanically. It is about knowing when to pause, when to observe, when to feel, and when to allow the story to unfold. And above all, approaching it with a sense of play, because that is where the magic lives. So now, your practice. You guessed it right. And today, we are going to go a little deeper with your personal stranger. The same card you chose in step 0, the one you have been sitting with, the one you are slowly getting to know. I want you to create a simple 3-act storyboard in your journal. Act 1, the prequel. What just happened before this moment? Who was present? What was said? What led to this stranger into this exact scene? Act 2, the present. What is happening right now? Not in the meaning, not in the motion. Is something being hidden? Is something about to shift? What is the energy in this moment? And the Act 3, the sequel. If this stranger takes just one step forward, what would that be? What happens next? Where does this path lead? And yes, of course, please do remember, do not overthink this. If you feel like a character is about to trip, write it down. If you feel like they are about to walk away, write it down. If you feel like nothing moves at all, that is also your story. There is no wrong answer here because this is not about being correct. This is about being connected. Now, let us bring this back to a collective stranger, the High Priestess. Let's walk through the 3 acts together so you can see how this unfolds in practice. The Act 1, the prequel. What just happened before this moment? The High Priestess did not simply appear between these two pillars. This is a journey that brought her here. Perhaps she was already withdrawn from the noise of the outer world. Perhaps she has chosen silence over explanation. There is a sense that she has stepped away from something, some conversations, chaos, or even expectations to arrive at this place of stillness. Act 2, the present. What is happening right now? She's seated, she's still, she's composed, holding that scroll, partially hidden. Nothing is being rushed here, nothing is being revealed fully. This is a moment of pause, of observation, of knowing without speaking. The energy is not inactive, it is contained. She's aware of everything, but she chooses what to show and what to withhold. Now, the Act 3, that is an interesting bit. The sequel. If she were to move, what happens next? Does she open the scroll and reveal what she knows? Or does she remain where she is, allowing the other person to come forward and ask the right questions? So, the next step here is not action for the sake of action, it is intentional movement. And the story continues only when there is readiness. And just like that, my dear, the High Priestess is no longer a static image. She is a living presence, a stranger whose story you are beginning to understand. And now you notice something beautiful. In step 1, you named a stranger. In step 2, you described the stranger. And in step 3, you felt the stranger. And today you have begun to understand the stranger's story. We have taken one more step closer. Now go back to your journal, add this 3-act story under your earlier notes. Watch how the cards begin to come alive. It is no longer a mystery. It is a character in tale that you are co-creating. And I hope you are having fun with it. And while you are here walking this journey with me, let's anchor it. Like the video, share it with someone who would enjoy this exploration, and let's stay connected. What do you say? So that we continue building this tale together. We are not rushing this stranger, my dear. We are going to know them, one layer at a time. And in doing so, we are also getting to know ourselves. I will see you in the next step, where we meet with the people who exist within these stories and understand how they shape the tale. Love and light, Chandra.